taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut season off top, you stop breathing.
Yeah, what's good, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Real Talk, where as always, it's shit's real, we talk about it. Yo, I'm your host for tonight, Pat Scofield, the England representative, and as always, I got my man with me. I'm Lamb, introduce himself.
Yo, what's good? Jesus Shuttleworth, the guy, aka Go Artist. Yeah, welcome to Tuesday night NFL. Just welcome, nigga. Let's get this fucking shit started. Fuck it, let's go.
Yeah, it's Tuesday night, yo. You know, he was trying to remix it, but you know, it didn't kind of hit. But it's all good, though. You know what I'm saying? It's Tuesday night. This boxing. You know what I'm saying? But yo, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Hey, yo, what's good? You already know who this is. Your boy King P, Bodega Box in the building. Ring Gang Radio all day. Let's go. We got a lot of shit to talk about today. Let's get into it.
Yes, sir, King P. You know, I mean, obviously, is at one of the fights, and we'll get into that in a little bit. And of course, Conscious will probably join us in a little bit, and maybe Rome as well. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, like I said, there was plenty of boxing to talk about, and it was actually live too, particularly the top ranked card, man.
Well, there was a lot of low IQ boxing this week. I'll be taking that.
you know it's facts. You know that's facts though. But you can safely say on Top Rank a star was truly born. You know, with Keyshawn the businessman Davis. You know what I'm saying? And Top Rank pretty much marketed. Obviously, he was the main event, and of course his brothers also fought on the undercard as well. Now, speaking of his brothers, man. Now, honest opinion of him. What do you guys think?
Man, Kelvin is fucking mid. Like he is definitely the weakest link of that family. So Keon has some potential. I'll say that. I want to see more of him, but Kelvin, he's not it. He's clearly the weakest link.
Kelvin. Because I remember the first time I saw Kelvin, it was on. I think it was on one of Eddie's DAZN shows or whatever, and he almost got knocked out in I think either the first or second round. I think he hung on to win the decision, but I was just like, damn, yo, this guy, this he's not really that talented. Keon, Keon is like he's a welterweight, right? P, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Keon is a welterweight. Not for very long though.
Yeah, dude has Punisher dimensions, like, and I'm just like, geez. But the funny thing is, he doesn't have Punisher's work rate or kind of his like his killer instinct for that too. Because I was like, damn, yo, this dude is kind of too big to kind of be doing a little bit of pity patting and shit like that. Even though he scored a knockdown in the final round, the fight, But I was like, hey, but he won and he won clear. But it's like, I'm sure they have plenty of time to kind of improve on that. But hey, it was successful. All the brothers won, and of course Keyshawn Davis. Now, obviously, before, although it wasn't mentioned, although we found out after we did the preview that Lemos decided to blow weight by like 6.5 pounds. Like, dude would have made a 140 fight. Dude was.
Oh no, wait. What was the co-main for the Friday night fight?
Oh, yeah, it was it Troy Isley?
Yeah, that shit was putting me to sleep.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And then there was the Abdullah fight.
Yeah, which we'll get to that. But yeah, Troy Isley, Tyler Howard. Yeah, full recommendation to avoid that. Shit was a
yawn. That was a smooth test.
Yeah, no, but Keyshawn Davis and Lemos, like they said, he blew weight and he did that shit on purpose because he was like, he kind of like, they need me in this main event, and Brian Norman dropped out from this card, so it was like, hey, you know what, I'm gonna make any type of weight I want, and they're gonna have to just deal with it.
I mean, fights should have never been at 135 anyway,
which is true too.
Like, honestly, this is one of those situations where I don't blame him. Like, I honestly don't. I don't have no problem. And the way it played out, hey, that's even better. It make for a better story. Because, they was trying to drain him. They was trying to give Keyshawn Davis an easy win. And so it worked out better this way. Because fighting to drain Lemos ain't really the business.
Right.
I didn't like how Lemos started the fight. Like, his approach was different. I felt like he may have been a little cocky too. Like he was aggressive, but he wasn't jabbing in like he normally does. He was literally just, throwing one shot at a time and like lunging in. So, it was only a matter of time for he get clipped up and shit, and he got pieced up.
Yeah, eventually. And honestly, I didn't think Keyshawn had that type of power to put him away like that though. But because Lemos is solid. I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you. I'm sorry. I didn't think so either. But I guess because dude was jumping into the shots, and Keyshawn had all the leverage on him. Like it was like fight night knockouts. Like you literally just run your head into it, and the nigga just catch you with the perfect. So yeah. I didn't.
Real quick, I got a question for y'all. If y'all are fighting professional bout, right? You agree to a weight, but you come in heavy and you don't give a fuck about losing the weight. What would be your reason for coming in heavy? Because I feel like this nigga was scared, so he put on the weight to absorb shots. But what would be a reason?
I just don't think dude could make the weight, and he just said, "Fuck it, I'm not even gonna try."
So you think he tried to make weight and he couldn't?
No, he didn't try to make it.
I don't think he he trained. Because dude was muscular. He was strong. Like, you could tell he had a training camp. He trained. But, like King P said, I don't think he gave a fuck about the weight. Because I felt like he knew he had some leverage. And I also felt like he wanted to win. Because, he got robbed in his last fight. So he just looked at it like, fuck it, I'm not going to get drained.
I'll say this. I heard from some people that were there that even on the second day, he was still, like, fucked up. Like he was in horrible shape. They were low key laughing at him. Yeah.
What is his walk around weight then? If it was so hard for this nigga to get down at least,
because he fight at 140, so like, don't tell me this nigga walk around at 180.
I don't know what way he walks around. So, but he was still fucked up on the second day. So
he came in the fight like at 155 or some shit.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. That's honestly ridiculous. That's honestly ridiculous in 2 days.
Yeah, but see, the bad thing too, it wasn't like Lemos had actually signed a contract with Top Rank, because Top Rank signed him based off that robbery against Hitchens. I was like, look, let's snatch him up and see if we can put him in the mix, in the 140 mix.
But the thing is, it's interesting you said that. So he weighed in at 155, which is true, but it's like he had to make the weight limit of, what was it, 144 or 146?
It was 146.
146 that day. So he could only balloon up to 9 pounds. But even then, you got to wonder, like, how much of that
he was trying to stay as heavy. He was trying to stay as heavy as possible, no matter what.
Like getting bloated as much as possible. Pause. The day of the fight is actually gonna hurt you more. Like ballooning in weight. So yeah, I'm sure that played a part in it.
So he fucked up on the last day. Then the Saturday is where because he put up on. Because I'm thinking like, the Friday, you good, bro. Like, honestly, them putting that restriction on him was better for him. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think he should have been damn. Because if they didn't put that restriction, he would have weighed 155 the next morning.
Right. And
still trying to put that on. It's crazy though. Like, damn.
He was trying to get I feel like he was trying to get an unfair advantage because he knew he didn't have the skill set to beat the nigga.
No, I think he had a skill set. But
crazy part is he got the skill set. That's the crazy part. Like, and he had the momentum and everything. Like, but I don't know. I just blame this is a logistic thing for me. Like, Top Rank, they knew what they were doing. They should have never made this fight for 135. They should have just went 140 or should have did a catch weight or something. Mm-hmm. I would have said like, fuck it, let's do 138.
Right. So yeah, and dude just like, you know what, I'm gonna get paid, and most likely whatever the fine was probably inconsequential to him. So it's like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna blow this weight, and that's that, and but you guys need me because without me in the main event, then you have Troy Isley and Tyler Howard. That would have been a financial disaster.
And now they could drop him or do whatever because it's like You know, it's one thing if you did some Ryan Garcia shit and you put up a good fight, but you didn't even put up a good fight. Like you only went to like the second round and
and
was getting dribbled around and shit.
Yeah, and got pummeled. Like, you know, especially the second to last knockdown, dude stood up and just fell in his corner. Dude was stanky legged. I'm like, okay, yeah, this shit's over. Like the referee,
none of y'all had that shit that early. None of y'all picked that shit that go that early.
Hell no, we didn't.
Nobody thought that's like that was like one of those like craziest.
And even I predicted it. I said KO, but I didn't say KO that fucking early.
And that brutally and that damn suddenly like.
Yeah, you know,
like,
Keyshawn was motivated. Dude had that fire in his eyes because he was like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna this weight cheater. Like, yeah, I'm gonna put him out. Like, dude punched right through dude. Like, you know that, like you're supposed to. Like, dude, yeah, he wasn't fucking around. You know,
he had the Makito punches, but he was straight jumping into them shits. He just used his own momentum. Ow! Like, oh hey, what up, Earn with Hearn? No conscious pilot. This show looking great already.
That's fucked up. Yo, who the fuck? Shout out to Pilot. Where is that nigga at? That nigga took a late flight. He's coming, nigga.
He's coming. He's
from Jollibee or some shit. 99% of the time for missing weight is unpreparedness. Lemo case, no different. Dude had a terrible camp.
I don't think
he had a terrible. The dude, he didn't look flabby or nothing. Like the only thing that would just kill me now if they find out he was on something.
No, he had appearance don't equate. Hold on, real quick. Appearance don't equate to how in shape you are, nigga. I know some bodybuilder niggas that can't run with me, so it don't really equate.
He had a calculated plan, but it backfired. It is what it is.
Yes.
Like you can be caught up
seeing niggas trained and looking out of shape. Like, I don't know. Like I'm more falling into like what King P said. Like he knew what he was doing, and it fucking misfired real horrible. Like,
right. I mean, if
we've been watching boxing too long. Like, he didn't look like he just had a terrible camp. Like,
because when I'm seeing this nigga coming in heavy like this, I'm like, oh, he's ready to go to war with this nigga for rounds. Like, he trying to deliver some punishment. But
I mean, he was ready to, but it just, you know,
because he was aggressive. It just. That's what I'm saying. I think he got cocky too. Like, he thought he could just jump on the young nigga and pause and just have his way with him. Like, pause. Like, he didn't. Like, if you watch the Hitchens fight, he jabs in, double jabs, he comes in, boom. This fight, he's like this. He's just reaching and just jumping at this nigga. Like if you worth your counter punching skills, you was gonna line that up. Like, it just. No one thought Keyshawn would line him up like that early. Like, because in the first round was kind of competitive. Keyshawn was feeling him out. He had the jabs. He was countering him with some shit, but you knew it was like, okay, Keyshawn probably going, you know, he was looking like a poor man's, like, Hatton Floyd. Like, but you know, Lemos ain't got Floyd. I mean, ain't got Hatton footwork. Like,
right.
So Keyshawn ain't really have to struggle with like the ring general shit. He just really just had to be composed, take a step back, half step, whatever. Put the jab, range founder out there, line down, like, and fucking Lemos made it easy. Fucking just jumping in this shit. He was doing his best Tim Tszyu impression, really.
Yeah,
nigga fought like Tim Tszyu instead of fucking Lemos.
Yeah, and ended up him getting brutally knocked out, and the crowd went crazy. Like that was Keyshawn's star-making performance right there. Like, he understood the assignment and he delivered it. You know,
just family had his sister singing the national anthem. Like,
yeah, and they were singing good
and
too. Like,
I just want to say shout out to my boys Trill and Gritty because they was there, and I seen them on video like going crazy with the knockout when. I seen with the commentary, you see Bradley and them going crazy, and I see my man Trill and Gritty going crazy behind him, and Pusha T was sitting right next to him. I was like, oh, y'all was lit. That shit was crazy. That definitely looked like a fun time.
Yeah. I would have loved to go because Michael Vick was there and everything too. I was like, shit, like I was like, dude, that could have been one I wish I could have.
Only person missing was Allen Iverson. He was the only one that wasn't there. I'm like, damn, y'all missing the trifecta of Virginia niggas. Like, I had Pusha and y'all had Vic. Y'all just needed AI. What the hell?
Yeah, and that shit was live too. And then dude delivered on the post fight interview too, calling out Tank. Which led to a whole lot of boxing Twitter talk. Because
I mean, if you have a performance like that, nigga, make your call out your what's that shit? Your interview, your post fight interview, make that shit important too. Like,
yeah, your statement, like it's like
you can't fumble that. Like, you gotta. If you're gonna look that good, you gotta do the damn thing all the way, bro. And he did. Like, he won the event. He won the night.
Mind you, he kind of had to because Tank was online getting emotional because fucking what's his name? Dude Najee from Cigar Talk was talking about, like, he was talking to Keyshawn about Tank, and Tank was like, "No interviews for you. Oh, here you go.
Yeah, I see.
Like, lame. You're coming off emotional. Like, you kind of had to say something if you're Keyshawn."
And then Keyshawn's like, Javante, knock knock, so yeah,
that was personality.
Yeah, and also we need definitely more of that too. And I know obviously there's some different opinions. Like, obviously, I mean, with a performance like that, yeah, sure. Like, I mean, now you get, because you have to put him in the equation with with a possible Tank opponent. But so I know some people are like, okay, maybe because I know Bob is going to try to steer him towards Barichuk to try to get that lightweight belt off him, that
needs to be an early 2025 move if that's the case. That shit don't need to take the fucking summer or fucking fall type shit.
Facts, because it wasn't like Keyshawn took any damage in that fight. Like, it's like,
get the turnaround on. So just so we could knock this out, because you brought it up really.
Mm-hmm.
The pole top.
Yeah.
Look who arrived! Like, nigga, you better have that poll topic with you.
I was finally late for the first time. That's amazing.
Nah, you been late a bunch of times, nigga. If you get here after me, nigga, you late.
No, we started early. He on time.
10:23. Damn. Fucking Rome saved your ass, nigga. I just looked at the time, like, yeah, he right. Damn.
This is normally the time where you be like, all right, let's get drinks type shit.
No, this is probably a time where I come back from getting my drink, this nigga be like, I'll be right back.
My device wasn't connected. I heard you talking about the Najee. Najee be playing both sides a lot, though. He's kind of he's a little sus. Najee, he gets interviews and stuff, but he plays the game a little,
Bro, all he did was just answer a question. All he did was there was people commenting in the comment section. And he was reading the comment. Like,
that wasn't. Yeah, Tank got emotional on that one. Though. Tank did kind of call him a pussy. He called him a pussy.
I don't get, like, why boxers gotta call regular niggas.
And the whole, I hate it when motherfuckers be like, oh, they playing both sides. You mean he's neutral? He's not fucking favoring and swinging on one fucking fighter? Like,
which is what we want. Like, we want niggas to be neutral and objective. Like, and I'm glad that someone with a big platform actually has that stance. So I don't get the whole both siders shit. Like,
yeah, there's too many other platforms that do that shit.
Yeah, like, let this nigga rock. Like, I mean, you can tell he a fan. Like,
he's a fan.
And it's not like dude said anything disrespectful about
he didn't say anything with that warrant.
Yeah, he wasn't laughing. He wasn't saying anything disrespectful. He was.
Yeah, he didn't call him a duck. He didn't call him a duck or anything. He didn't call him a duck. Not even call him a duck. He called him a pussy.
So you called him a pussy, like, straight up. Like, I mean, what do you gotta do if a boxer calls you a pussy? So I mean, it's like you
see, I don't like that because you inviting gunplay. Because the nigga like, all right, I'm a pussy. Then all right, nigga, like,
yeah,
like, what's the whole point, like, bro? Like, we know you will win. Like, you'll beat up 12 of them niggas.
Exactly. So it's just like, and that, I mean, boxers, like I say, you've been around boxers, they'll say whatever. Like, I mean, you can't. I mean, you gotta do call them a pussy back.
And I got the poll up. Pause. Is Keyshawn Davis ready for Javante Tank Davis at 2025? We got 124 votes so far, and it is split down the middle, 50-50. Woo!
That nigga's a star.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
so who voted yes?
That was a star performance for sure.
I did. I voted yes.
Yeah,
I did. Yeah.
Yeah, I voted yes too. It's about time Tank fight somebody worth something, nigga.
Now, but then here's my counter argument.
God damn.
Keyshawn has not had a 12-round fight yet and has not won a title. So I mean, it's
so you voted no then, nigga, huh?
Hold on, let me double check. I might have. I voted yes, but I didn't want to. I wanted to see him fight Baranchik. I want to see him grab a strap first, first. But yeah, I voted yeah.
All right, so if you Keyshawn Davis management and you get the call right now for a 65-35 split, whatever.
Well, here's my thing.
And we doing this fight in March. You taking it?
Here's my thing. The fact of the matter is, I've watched boxing a long time as of y'all. Bob Arum, the way he conducts business, for over six decades, I don't think Keyshawn's gonna fight Andy Cruz or Tank Davis.
Well, I just want to let you know, Bob Arum is not running things. Bob Arum is a figurehead at this point.
Oh, he's a figurehead.
He's not involved in any of the day-to-day operations. So
okay.
He might just give his opinion or something.
Because him and Oscar are figureheads. They're not doing any paperwork. They're not doing any groundwork. So don't say Bob this.
Well, Bob top rank. Let's just say top rank. Whatever you want to say. I'm just saying.
But answer the question though, nigga. Like.
Yeah, I take it. Sure, I take it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, all right, okay. But yeah, keep going.
If the cash cow pays you, yeah, you gotta take that. You gotta take that bag for sure.
Even though you under the belief that he should get the title shot get a title first.
I mean, Baranchik, a WBO champ. Yeah, take that. Get the belt first.
Yeah, it's just me personally.
He'll beat Baranchik.
I feel like he'll beat him, but I like to see like big fights happen off of big performance, like right after big performances. Like if he blitzes the next dude like this and gets a title, I'm off. Then that's even better.
But if he looks like mid, or if he gets a decision,
if he looks mid, or it's a boring, if it's a Crawford Postol type of fucking fight, I mean, it's not this. It's like I wouldn't roll the dice on it like that. Like sometimes
the buzz is high right now.
Yeah, like sometimes you gotta be spontaneous with boxing. Like you can't just, go to A, B, and C like how you want. Sometimes A is good, then you be like, fuck it. A so good, we jump into C right now.
Yeah.
So that's my whole take on it.
Because it's basically it is risk. Now, obviously, if he says, "Look, I want to pick up a title first," it's a risk, but it's a calculated risk. And because, as like LB said, a title win. If he beats Baranchik and he flattens him or beats the shit out of him over 12 rounds or whatever, bam, you basically got the next like viable lightweight. Keeping
the momentum going.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, he's got the businessman, like we mentioned. The businessman nickname was, I didn't like it at first, but he got his brothers on, he got his sister singing, got 10,000, got Michael Vick in the crowd. Imagine if Sweet Pea was alive, Sweet Pea would have been front and center. Pernell Whitaker was alive, he would have been there. He would have been there.
R.I.P.
Yeah, it's crazy. So 10K tickets his first time in Norfolk, that's major. But because he has that charisma, he has that WWE mic skills. A lot of
Mark Kriegel was having a fucking wet dream when he found out that Keyshawn's dad and Pernell Whitaker were like in jail together.
Jesus,
bro was having.
Yeah, he really was though. Yeah, because dude was just like gushing. I'm like, damn, bro.
That's something to even celebrate like that.
No, he lives to bring up people's like bad situations. Once he finds out your upbringing was some horrible tragedy, he's gonna live to fucking bring that. Yes, I can't wait to bring that up. Like, bro.
Oh man, that's just crazy.
It's like, you got robbed and shot as a kid. How did that make you feel? Like he'd say that type.
Like a victim, motherfucker. What you think, nigga? It hurt.
Yeah.
You got something metal burning into your skin, nigga.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the way that he actually like he likes all these like
The
torture
drama porn,
like struggle porn type of shits. Like like
he wants to have his fucking soliloquies. His soliloquies about the fucking drama porn type of shit.
It's like he does like what the YouTube niggas be doing. Like it's like they don't want to focus on the essence of the sport. They gotta do some tabloid shit and do a full circle. Like these niggas would be. So we here with Ring Gang Live, like so y'all like the hottest boxing podcast out. But Shutterworth, I heard your father was in jail with Bobby Brown one time. Like, like how'd you know that, nigga? Like, damn, like I don't tell niggas that shit. Like come on, like really, like, all right, like. But it's like, what the fuck does that got to do with anything?
Exactly, that shit.
I don't even sing, nigga.
Yeah, that should be fucking like kill me. Mark Kriegel has some issues though, but like I said though, Top Rank. I mean, whatever Top Rank's mind meld does, like they gotta make sure they gotta move him right. Like they gotta move him in a direction. I mean, obviously, Belichick is probably gonna be next because that fight was an eliminator. So Belichick hasn't been active because he's had like injuries or stuff like that. So if Tank is not the move, if Tank is not like Tank and LB are not contacting them, then most likely Belichick is probably the next fight. And I know people keep on bringing up Andy Cruz, and truthfully, if there's a fight that probably needs to marinate more, it's that fight. Like,
thank you.
Yeah, Cruz is looking too not struggle, but too.
He's not
shaky. I guess
they're not in the same timeline right now. Like I get it. I want to see it eventually. Sure, if Cruz gets
stays the course.
Yeah, if he stays the course. But right now, coming off a star, making button star performance, why fight? Because Cruz is I still favor Keyshawn in a pro fight right now. But I'm just saying like it's going backwards fighting Cruz right now. It's going backwards.
It is. Cruz ain't do nothing to really like leapfrog into the conversation. Like it's almost like the Morel Benavidez thing, but like much closer. Mm-hmm. But still the same concept. Like. But Morel might actually be closer to Benavidez than Cruz is to Davis, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like Cruz. I'd say Cruz would have to turn the corner sharply in his next 2 or 3 fights. Like 2020.
You can't rush it though, because he might be a Robeisy Ramirez situation.
That's also
respect to Andy Cruz, a great amateur career, but he is what y'all the haters call Tank, a 30-year-old prospect. He's 30 years old. If you want to call him a contender yet, I guess he might be a top 10 as a division,
but he had a long amateur career, ain't it?
Yeah,
and he's Cuban, so it's like
that's a little different, but we can't.
But it's true.
Yeah, you can't color that book with them crayons, nigga. It's like, come on.
Even though I know Cruz and Keyshawn go back and forth, I'm like, if you want to do that, fine though. But I don't want to see that fight for at least another couple of years, at least. Unless Cruz actually does something like spectacular in 2025 or something like that. And like
several spectacular things in 2020. One thing ain't gonna do.
Yeah. Like he's not
at the Morel level where if he just does one thing that's cool, it's like, all right, I think he's ready. Or because if we do a 50-50, if we do a Twitter poll on is Cruz ready for Keyshawn Davis, I don't think it'd be 50-50.
There's a lot of fans that I see in the comments pointing out 4-0, 3-0, or 4-0 now amateurs. I'm like, it's not the. I get it, but it's not the same. And
right,
dude, no one's starting the fucking amateur. I know there's been a lot of TikTok videos going on, niggas talking about the amateurs are tougher than the pros. Like, I get it with the whole you got to work out, you got to work harder because it's more of a pace and shit. But nigga, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, keep in mind, in the amateurs right now, Sean Porter has a fucking win over Usyk. You think if they fought in the pros, you think Porter would beat Usyk now? Like, come on, like people got yeah, it's like people gotta be real about that shit. Like, yeah, I mean, like not every scenario is a Shea Mosley, Vernon Forrest type of thing. It's like some of it is just like you got to kind of. In the amateurs you do the amateurs, but in the pro game it's completely different. Like there are amateurs count
more.
Yeah, Like there are good amateurs that flopped in the pros. Like
remember Ollie or Harrison?
Yeah, Audley Harrison. Fucking Jorge Luis Gonzalez beat both Riddick Bowe and Lennox Lewis. When he went to he goes to the pros and Bowe dog walked him, and then he was getting KO'd by every fucking heavyweight known to man after that. So it's
it just made me think this niggas think because the amateurs force them to throw a lot of punches, they're like, fuck it, that's what makes it hard. Like, but nigga, you have to do that in training.
Yeah.
So what's the fucking point? And you got to do that in training and be a pro. And these niggas ain't really throwing body shots like that in the amateurs. So niggas is just headhunting, looking like Dragon Ball Z fights, cutscenes and shit, just like, all right, 2 minutes up, next, like, the nigga who could use the ring a bit is the one who ends up winning, but it's like, you can't tell me that's fucking harder, where a nigga, you could be winning the whole 2.5 minutes of a fucking pro fight, and the nigga just clap you with one shot in the last 30 seconds, and you doing the Tim Bradley damn healing toe shit, and you lose the round. Like, fuck out of here. No. But yeah, you chill with the cruise talk. Like, just like with the other nigga, who they were saying, like, oh yeah, he's gonna be ready for Inouye soon. Like, yeah, chill.
Yeah, that'll be Shushu, and Shushu. I mean, we'll talk more about him a little later. But yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Salute. Keyshawn had superstar potential. Won the weekend.
Another young guy, Abdullah Mason.
Yeah, Abdullah Mason. Now we all think that Abdullah Mason is definitely the future. There's no question about that. Like, dude is kind of advanced over his years, but he's still young though. And this fight with the Vasquez, hard Dominican puncher, it pretty much showed that. And I think Mason, he wanted the knockout, so I think he was too aggressive. He didn't respect dude's power. And dude, I know they said it was like flash knockouts, but no, those knockouts were not flash. Like they landed like
they landed flat.
And it was hard shots.
And there was a fight a while ago where he got dropped, but they called he got dropped technically, but they didn't call it. This was early on before he started getting all these knockouts. I think that fight was a distance, but so it's not like they didn't count it. But yeah, I mean, you can't say he's chinny because he got hit on the side of the temple, but still, it's a bad look.
Yeah, because the first knockdown was a clean left hook that put dude on one knee. Like, that shit hurt him too. Like, and then after that too, Abdullah Mason was still getting lit up too. Like before he returned a knockdown, dude took a right hand that had that shook him, that had his like head like on a fucking pinwheel or some shit like that. But like I said though. But drillers make killers though. How he returned a knockdown too? He parried the left hand and delivered an uppercut. Like that shit was like that shit. You get drilled into throwing some shots like that, especially when you're like you're halfway in the bushes, like you're not all the way there.
That shit became an instinct. Like that's what you train for though. That's why I can't call shit lucky punches, because. If you train for that and you pull it at the most opportune moment, then ain't nothing lucky about that shit.
Yeah, no, but I think Vasquez though, I think he fucked up his leg or some shit like that. How he felt, because dude, that uppercut put him to sleep until he landed. Like then he got up and he was walking around gingerly and shit like that. And then Mason again, he didn't respect the power. He came in to try to finish it because he saw dude was kind of like compromised, and then Vasquez hit him with another check hook, and he went and down. I was like, oh my god! I was like, dude, like it's like Mason might get knocked out. I was like, geez, okay. I was not expecting to see a round of the year candidate. So like, if someone had like 3 more knockdowns in that fight, you probably won some cheese, like, like straight up. Yeah, honestly, and just off that, I was like, damn, this might actually be one of them low key fight of the year candidates. And the funny thing too is, in the second round, they were still lighting each other up though. But Mason went to the body. He was like, he cut all the bullshit. It's like, I gotta. This dude is hurting me. So yeah, and this dude can barely walk. So let me just take away his body real quick. Pause. and then it was like it was a combination of the body, and dude took a knee. He didn't want no more of it, and
that one hurt,
yeah, that one hurt. Like I was just like, God damn, it's like it was 4 knockouts, but you still wanted the fight to go on though. But
that was a round of your contender for sure. I mean, first round easily for like a round.
Like that one round that was it Shaquille Foster had, or no, Ray Ford had, I think, this year. Shaquille Foster had it last year.
Yeah, last year, yeah, the 12th, right, for both of those fights. Yeah.
Oh, it was the 11th round. The 12th round was the
11 for Shaq.
Yeah, and Mason though, I mean, because Mason, his nose was bloody, and then Dominican cat, like he's in the corner, his legs stretched out, he was breathing mad hard because because that's a solar plexus punch he took. So it was like, and then Mason was like, I meant to take these shots, because I wanted to be excited, I wanted to get rid of them, and of course, the crowd loved that shit. It was like, But I hope Mason definitely learns something going forward. Like, dude just needs to kind of be patient. Like, number one, like, don't take. I mean, dude, it was 26-5 with 21 knockouts, so he could clearly punch. So he might have took him a little bit too lightly in that.
Well, I mean, but also he's a guy coming up from featherweight, so that was what made it a little like, oh, like, damn, you taking punches like this from a featherweight, and you feel.
I mean, a puncher's a puncher, though, bro.
But he's like 100. He's like the 120th ranked or whatever. What featherweight in the world? It's kind of crazy,
Oh damn, he's ranked that.
he's like 120th.
Okay, because at first I was giving him a little, like, how niggas used to complain about, well, Gamboa rocked the shit out of Crawford, and he's blowing up. You heard that for like 20-some years.
No. This is not a top level Gamboa type fight.
Oh, okay. No, not. But the thing is, like, I'm saying in that sense, I'm saying because even though Gamboa was smaller, he's still a puncher.
No, I get what you're saying.
But it's like, maybe I could get it if it's like if the dude is like top 20, then yeah. But when y'all say this nigga like try top 120, then it's like, oh wait, puncher or not, niggas, chill.
Yeah, and he gave Abdullah Mason an unexpected test. And like I said, though, I mean, you need fights like that because, I mean, obviously we found out, like, Mason can at least, he gets dropped, he'll come back and he'll fight even harder, So it's good to actually see that he has that fight.
Speaking of Gamboa, we're going to see eventually if he's basically, if he's projected to what he's going to be, if he's Gamboa or Trinidad. Like Trinidad has a streak where in 5 straight fights he got knocked down, but in title fights and got the stoppage. We're gonna see if he's a guy like that, or if he's a chinny guy like Gamboa that will stay down and go down again. You know what I'm saying?
Enjoy your jolly beat, nigga. Damn.
Yeah, the fries with him, sir.
Yeah,
you said what? The fries?
The fries with him.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not gonna put the shitty label on him. Although Boxing Twitter was very eager to put it on him. Like, the Boxing Twitter be trash sometimes, yo. Like, I was like, yo, like, dude,
trash like 80% of the time, nigga. Like, who the fuck did to listen to, nigga? Like, I hear some of the worst takes in my life on Boxing Twitter. Like, god damn.
Every once in a while, something good, but yeah, a lot of it's narrative driven, too much.
I'm like, the dude has not really something to be changed. Like, yeah, he got caught by a hard puncher. He got up and he's finished the fight, and he finished the fight early. It wasn't like it was a
hard puncher that's ranked 120 in the world in that division, though. So
no, yeah. Well,
I still don't want to say he's chinny though. Like, we need the what's the chin facts? Like, we need to like
pause.
We still need to pause, like like the car. Like, I mean, I'm just saying, like, we need more data, nigga. That's it. Yeah. Data, whatever. We just need more of that shit.
So yeah, we need that.
Yeah, no, but but again, Abdullah Mason is clearly on his way. Like I said, he's only 20 years old. Like I said, he's not. I mean, like the dude. I mean, he's still at the point of his career where he can get away with fights like that. Obviously, if they're gonna try to maybe rush him into like bigger fights, then Mason's gonna have to kind of tighten up on his defense a little bit and not get caught with silly shit like that. But between him and Keyshawn, they both won the event. That's for damn sure. Like,
Keyshawn had an A+. That's an A+ fucking performance.
That was A+. Yeah, that's an A+.
Yeah, that's what you call A+.
Yeah, no. Yeah, so yeah.
I mean, the niggas calling that Schofield. So whoever voted an A on that needs your ass whooped. God damn! What the fuck you call this? Like, is this S tier? Like, what is above A, nigga? Like God? Like, what you do?
Yeah, S tier. S tier is the highest of highs, elite.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, so I think got the super. He got the sticker on his damn grade on his fucking test.
And before we go into the boots, I know Reece Salim also was on this card too, and.
Talk about a guy who had all of his buzz just go down the drain after that Goodman fight.
What, Troy?
No. We said Reece Salim, bro.
Did Aleem even win?
He won a decision.
He won, but he didn't look good.
He dropped him too, right? Early.
He won, but he didn't look good.
He dropped him too, right? He dropped him early, I think. But
yeah, he dropped him like in the first half of the fight, and then just like his other fights too. Once you get him past a certain kind of like, once you get to the certain part of the fight,
he fades.
Yeah, it's like sloppy, and it's like, geez, like come on, like
it's the tale of two fighters. He's the quintessential tale of two halves guy.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. First fight, he looks kind of brilliant. The second half of the fight, it's just like you see the shit that was just like, what the fuck? Like
it's giving front runner vibes.
Yeah,
that's the thing. I've seen him go the distance and not fall apart, like, or not go but at least go late into fights, like the second half. But
yeah, well, it seems like he's been unraveling more recently.
What the fuck is going on with this nigga life? Do we gotta like put a spy in his camp or some shit? Like,
yeah, either that or someone. I mean, does he need to like be someone like a top pound for pound like spar partner? Like dude clearly has talent. I just don't understand why like his boxing IQ is so bad. Like it's so low. He has physical. He has a lot of boxing talent, but just something about his boxing is just like after it's just like it's not something is missing, and it shows in his fights. Like he makes fights a lot harder than they should be.
And he has world champion potential. Like,
yeah,
he got power, the fucking speed, all of that, like the skill, but it's just like nigga just unraveling for no reason. What the fuck, man?
Yeah, no, but I mean, and I know, because I know Reece was talking about, he's fighting for a contract because he's trying to rebuild somewhere. I mean, I hope he does. Like I said, I mean, because dude will be. I think he's fighting at featherweight now, so it's like, yeah, I mean, dude will be a welcome addition at featherweight, and Top Rank could clearly put him somewhere. But yeah, it's like they need to kind of. I think you need to. Yeah, something needs to change in this camp.
Let's see him versus Shushu, who's now on the YouTube. Not let's see, like if Shushu comes back and wins and stuff, that'd be a good fight, right? Slim with Shushu.
Yeah, I mean that'd be a decent fight. I mean, it'll be a step up fight for Shushu for sure.
I don't like how they not putting this nigga fight on the damn Netflix. What the fuck is going on?
That's super trash.
Y'all put him on the MVP Promotions YouTube page, like
YouTube. Yeah, what the fuck?
Like, what the fuck is going on?
Some random dude we never heard of is opening. I mean, most of us probably never heard of. He's an actual boxer though. He's an actual boxer. He beat a world champ, but still, it's like, come on.
Yeah, no. But we'll get
into that.
Yeah, that's a weird decision though. But yeah, I think we gave the Top Rank card enough bars, and